Hey, you there. Thank you for watching, and welcome to Forge Signs Forever. Today I have a 5v5 custom match here on the most amazing Neuroxis map generator. So let's go ahead and introduce our teams and our players. We'll start with Team 1 on the northwestern side of the map, and then we'll end with Team 2 on the southeastern side of the map. Taking a look at Team 1 southern player of Amnesia. He is a Cybran for this match in Batman Gray as a 1700. To his north, we have in forest green, and it is the Cybran as well of Caliber. Best color, of course, because he chose forest green. He is also a 1700. In lattice red pink to his east, we have Squealer playing as an Aeon. He is a 1300. And then moving northward, we have in Chevy Crimson, it is Marxism Leninism playing as a Cybran. He is a 1600. Moving westward, we have the last player to introduce for Team 1. It is Angels. He's playing as an Aeon. He is a 2100, the highest ready to play on Team 1 as the Imperial Gray color. So for Team 1 side of the map, they have 0 UEF and 0 Seraphim, but they make up for it for having 3 Cybrans and 2 Aeons. So again, no UEF tech, no Seraphim tech from Team 1. And I think the players of Angels and Amnesia swapped places. They handed pretty much everything over besides that hydrocarbon. So it looks like they wanted to be in each other's spots. Okay, I guess they did that. Moving on to Team 2's northern side first, we have in Royal Blue, it is Mav, 7119 playing as a UEF. He is a 1700. In orange color orange to his south, we have Tabernacle playing as a UEF as well. He is a 1600. And moving westward, we have the one and only Seraphim of the game being SPCR. He is in Rust. He is a 1300. In Pac-Man yellow to his south, we have Strix Inquisitor, if I can say his name right, playing as a Cybran. He is a 1400, and rounding off Team 2, we have the Cybran as well of Azuros. He is a 2300. He is the highest rated player on Team 2 and in the game, overall playing in Barbie Pink. Which means for Team 2 side of the map, they have 2 UEF, 2 Cybran, 0 Aeon, and again, the one and only Seraphim of SPCR. So no Aeon tech for Team 2, no UEF and Seraphim tech for Team 1, but every faction is represented in the game nonetheless, so nobody's missing out on all of the fun. And for these 10 players on this map, let's take a look at the reclaim situation before they scoop it all up. Currently sitting at 25,000 mass and reclaim, which makes it 2.5k mass per player. That is a decent amount of mass to have for each of them. And not only that, there is a lot of mexes on the map, both in the coagulated elements and in the shotgun splattering elements of the map. Of course, there are the customary one-offs littered around these players' main bases. We'll take a look at Team 2 side of the map this time. There's a Trimex position in the south for Azuros. And we'll kind of cut the map maybe down the middle, just because it is not necessarily awkward, but cutting it down at the other diagonal would kind of make things weird for the grouping. So we'll just cut it down the middle and go from there. There is a 6-star mix position here, a 5-star mix position here. There is a quad mix position here. There's a huge splattering of mexes right there. There's a Trimex position there. There's a Trimex position there. There's some splattering of mexes in the middle. And is that everything? I think that's everything. So lots of mexes on the northeast and southwestern corners for the players to grab. Some mexes in the middle of the map. And then, of course, as always, some mexes in the starting location. So there are places to fight over in this game, so we should see a little bit of contention and then a lot of bit of contention as the game progresses. We do see Team 2's SPCR just full sending it into the middle of the map. Again, I will note there are 3 players from Team 1 roughly within striking distance of SPCR's combo. We do see Amnesia. Maybe there was a shot, but maybe it was from those Mantis or Aurora from Team 1, so probably not anything hit by the to the comms chassis, but we do see Squealer to the north. He's getting close. We do see Strix is doing the same thing that Marxism is doing to the north. They're crossing the pond, trying to get a land incursion going. They probably both will be stopped at some point, but we do see they're at least somewhat going for Navy just in case that happens. So again, we'll see how the ponds shape up. There's nothing within striking distance for Team 2 of main bases here. Same thing here from Team 1. If Team 2 can grab the one to the north, and if Team 1 can grab the one to the south, that's a different story. They're able to assault at least I'd say these two bases at a bare minimum. So as an example for Team 1 attacking Team 2. So there is definitely a concern with keeping the Navy near the main bases under lock and key. But for now, it looks like they're focusing on that rather than trying to be a little bit more aggressive and taking the other side of the pond. We do see a nice little base starting to establish for Tabernacle. He lands some engineers for some UEF Team 1 land facilities and PD. We do see some forces are inbound not only from Team 1 but also from Team 2 to reinforce or try to kick out depending on where they're from. T2 started from Mav towards the north there. We do see SPCR now engaging Squealer in the middle of the map, getting pretty right up close and personal with him. We also see now Caliber is here with Angels moving southward, maybe to engage Strix down there. We also see that Tabernacle's Comm is here to assist as well. Squealer drops into the yellow, and more units inbound from Team 2 continuing to litter this middle of the map. I can really trip over my words today, huh? Help me kill pink, says SPCR. And we do see some forces starting to isolate Squealer. He could easily try to boop around, but I think he's starting to notice that now. SPCR kind of acting as a buffer between himself and his opponent that he's going after. We do see Tabernacle focusing on a Team 1 mechs, and units still just hugging that comm. We do see Squealer get some veterancy that'll keep him alive a little while longer. He would have dropped into the red, which he does now. We do see Tabernacle helping to thin out the forces from Squealer. 2,500 hit points and falling. And we do see it could be a murder-suicide if SPR were to control K, but he's not going to yet. He's not that close to being dead. He wouldn't risk it just yet. We do see Amnesia coming in to block for his teammate of Squealer. We even have Caliber getting on the action as well. Squealer will drop to about 1,500. I keep saying Skeeler, but Squealer will drop to about 1,500. We do see Angels getting closer and closer to his opponent of Strix. We do see Angels has gun speed / range online. Strix has nothing online on terms of comm, so no upgrades for him. We do see some naval facilities trying to be established for Caliber on the southern edge, but Team 2 says no, and it's probably going to just be Team 2's pond down there. T2 Navy's already online, so yeah, that's going to be Team 2's pond. Team 1 has pretty much invaded and conquered the northeastern plateau, so advantage goes to Team 1 for now in terms of map control, especially with all those mexes up there. You can see Team 1 already has that southwestern one under lock and key. Convicom action looks like tried to happen between Strix and Angels. Strix got maybe a couple of hits in, but T1 PD plus Angels' range upgrade will kind of make that a little bit more annoying to deal with. We do see now Azuros is over here to the middle, getting that reclaim. Tabernacle going for T2, Squealer going for T2, both for similar reasons. Hit points, and probably PD emplacements at a bare minimum. But Team 2's presence there on the land situation is going to be destroyed here shortly. Angels getting hit by some Mantis, but again, nothing too crazy. He has Rhinos inbound to assist, so realistically, I mean, Strix will do some damage to Angels to come, maybe drop him into the yellow, but isn't really in any danger of being killed off. Watch, I say that, and he'll die, or somebody will die, and then I will miss it and have to go back later. We do see guns started for Marxism to the north. We have Mav pushing into the north direction with gun and T2 on board. He might be able to cancel Marxism's comm upgrade. Maybe. If he continues to push, he probably will. Mantis trying to help him. Overcharge kills off a chunk of forces there. We do see Mav closing in on 1-star vets. Gun is at about 50%. Units are closing in. He either cancels or he's most likely dead. 50% in climbing. Yeah, he might just be dead here, so I'll keep a lock on him for now. Team 2 in the middle, starting to push in a little bit. But, again, Team 1 is kind of holed up right here, and that should be enough to maybe dissuade Team 2 from fully advancing. Gun continuing to progress here for Marxism. He's going to die here. We do see Mav should be out of range. That T2 PD will not be out of range, most likely. 90% in falling. Marxism almost got to 2-star vet. Just a couple more seconds and he'll have that gun online. That might be able to help him stay alive just a little while longer. Almost 2-star vet. He gets 2-star vet. He gets back up to 2,200 hit points. And again, he's in danger of dying here, but it looks like he's going to get out of there. If he gets a transport, that will save him. That'll be huge, at least in terms of APM for Team 1. But looks like Mav isn't chasing him down just yet, but still definitely be concerned about that to the north. That was super close. You see in the north, gun almost done for Caliber. We have T2PD being built. It looks like at least for both of them, this is kind of becoming no man's land. We have a run-by opportunity from Team 2's SPRs to the north, going after Squealer again. And Mav eliminating all of these forces now. He's going to move this way. We do see one land facility up here, not producing anything, just kind of hanging out up there. And we do see Marxism again pushing north, but just to get out of combat range for now. Team 2 should know where he is. They do. They're just not pushing it just yet. And that's, of course, Mav being shot at. We have forces inbound now from SPCR engaging Angels' forces. We have T2 Salem's now online from Strix to pummel on the land forces in that little cove there that he once was sitting at. But forces still from SPCR just wreaking havoc onto Squealer's base. We have Mexes being killed off. T2 land headquarters probably going to be hit here shortly. Bro flanked so hard he lost his base. I mean, that's unfortunate. That's an all chat too. I mean, he is going to get hit. All three comms from Team 1 are heading northward. Angels is actually moving into the north at least a little bit again, just to probably get out of range of that that destroyer. We do see a couple of Corsairs inbound, probably targeting, that. And cruiser has been started. Maybe that Salem probably should have been a cruiser. Half of the facility has lost its, or half of the HP have been lost for that facility, I should say. And Corsairs down. Corsairs down. Now that over half is still existing, it's not going to be enough for those Corsairs to take it out. And they will save the naval facility. Nice grab there. We do see Team 1's comm of Marxism actually got on a transport, got out of dodge, back up into about 50% hit points, helping to assist with this annoyance from Team 2's SPCR. Multiple mexes are offline. The T2 land headquarters is offline, so a little bit, on the back foot for Squealer. Another T2 mex. Looks like he's targeting the land. Sorry, not land. I keep saying land, but the mass storage is not the mex itself. And for fire raining in. Might kill off one more T2 mex. Team 1 might get lucky here, but 300 and falling, 100 and falling, 44 and falling. Yep, there it is. Another 6 mass. Sorry, almost 9 mass a second gone. For Team 1. Team 1 still leading the game in terms of eco. It's about 100 mass advantage, partially driven by a little bit of extra mass for them up to the northeast to be able to fuel the upgrades in the back line. We do see the leaders in eco are Angels at 200 for Team 1, and we do see Calibers at 160. Team 2, it's Azeros at 140, and then Tabernacle and SPCR are pretty close, about 100 or so. T3 Air is online for Angels. I don't see any T3 land yet. That looks like it's going to be a land facility here shortly for at least T3. T3 is almost done here for Team 1's Caliber. And we do see T2 Air and T3 land done for Angels. So besides Squealer kind of being knocked out of the technology game, pretty much everybody's at least at T2, if not closing in on T3 in most departments. Of course, Navy's at T2 right now. Actually, that's upgrading to... Wow. That's already at... That's a really early T3 naval headquarters. Dang. And that's a Cybran one, too. So they get Plan Bs, so the strategic missile submarines, battleships, and aircraft carriers, realistically, for T3 tech. So unless he goes for Plan B, I mean, shelling this eastern site would be nice just to keep it under lock and key or preventing Team 2 from getting it at a bare minimum. But I don't know if all that mass being thrown at that is going to be worth it right now. And Team 1 keeping their control over the middle for now. We do see Angels dodging some shots. He now has advanced range and shield online. We do see to the south that we have those cruiser missile tech coming in from Azeros because he is UEF. We could have... Actually, no, he's not UEF. He's Cybran. He got UEF tech from either Mav or Tabernacle. I would assume Tabernacle just because he has a air facility to be able to transport that engineer over to him. Oh, Azeros does as well, but... I would assume Mav is more focused on this direction, so Tabernacle would be the easier of the two to just say, hey, give me an engineer. But chat logs will probably confirm that or not. Super Tech Missile Spam says Mav. Oh, that is an Aeon. Oh, I'm dumb. I thought that was a Cybran facility. Somebody in chat's probably like, yeah, that's not a Cybran one. That's a that's Aeon one. That's because that was Angel's original position. And now Amnesia has control of it, which means that's why, that makes way more sense now. So that is a missile spam definitely for Team 1. Apologies for completely borking that. We do see those Salems move on to land and go, that's probably not a good idea. They go back in the water. We have Angels pushing in. Strix is back over here getting some T2 PD underneath a nice little bit of shield coverage right outside of range of some Rhinos. Missiles still raining in from Team 2 in the south. Again, slowly eating away at least some of the mexes. Some Team D is being built to deal with them, but eventually that many engineers down there, more cruisers are being built all the time. Good luck with that. We do see T3 mobile artillery coming in from Angels. It is interesting that those two players flip. So the Aeon player has access to Cybern Tech, and the Cybern player has access to Aeon Tech. Maybe they just wanted to swap positions in terms of physically on the map. Maybe, yeah. They're going through there, says SPCR. I don't know what there means. Maybe here is what he's talking. Oh, he's trying to go through. Oh, that's what he's talking about right here. I mean, you could do that. The only problem with that is it's such a narrow environment. You set up some PD right here, and it's just a glorified kill box. You could even set them up here and just shoot directly into that little hole there. A nice little piece of slice there. But I just don't think that's going to be worth it long term. Going that way, I mean, especially with experimentals, it's better. You want to try to flank the opponents and whatnot. But if it's going to mean easier counter flanking for your opponents, it's not really worth it unless you have some fifth, sixth dimensional chess play where move, counter move, counter move to that counter move kind of thing makes it so that an opening happens somewhere and then you can rush on through and it's super worth it. I don't think so right now that's going to happen, but we shall see. Restoration field started here for Team 2's SPCR to get some hit points back for his units nearby, and then going straight for advanced regen. Shield started for Tabernacle here in the middle, going for some Ravagers. Didn't go for T3 on board his comm, but he's getting that a little bit of extra range for those PD, which means he can create a little bit better of an exclusion zone in the middle for himself and his team. Team 1 does not have access to UEF tech, so no Perseus, no Ravagers for Team 1. And that brick says, yeah, that was probably a mistake to be made. Second Ravager almost online for Tabernacle. He also has Shield online. So decently tanky comm for Team 2 in the middle there. And then it's going to be tanky comm here shortly from SPCR in the form of the Advanced Nano Regen that I know is happening. Because why not, right? You're Seraphim in the game, might as well go for it. We do see some bricks starting to run by a little bit against Tabernacle there. Needs to send probably just his comm, to be honest, to deal with that. He probably won't catch up to it, but he can try. We do see a nice little T2 transport dropping off a nice little T3 unit. Tons of TMD going to be built, and that's because A, there's a battleship there, and B, they know there's going to be a nice little missile spam torrent class annoyingness up there. We already see one already online. So map is just prepping defenses for that. Him or... No, it is him, but it could have been Tabernacle as well. Broadswords over the top, targeting that brick there, and then they're going to move to those ones down there. We do see a nice little cruiser there. Going to try to maybe harass those gunships from Team 2. There are some T2 ones in there, but it's primarily going to be the T3 ones that Team 1's worried about. Tons of firepower raining in from both the destroyers, which are on land for whatever reason, and the cruisers, which are in the water because they can't go on land. And, of course, all of the AA units, regardless if they're on the land or on water, can target ground or naval units. Don't know why that's a Cybern thing, but that's a Cybern thing. I think it goes with their versatility, that kind of motif. We do see some Titans over here from Team 2's Azeros, most definitely dropped off. And look at all of those missiles. It looks like we have a similar story. We have Team 1 going for the one-ship missile spam in the Aeon technology, and then we have Team 2 strategy of a lot of missiles from a lot of boats from Team 2's Azeros. And I kind of honestly prefer this one because you get AA and missiles. Granted, not as many missiles are fired at a time and can decently overwhelm TMD, but when you have a 2-for-1 combo like that, in terms of the cruiser tech, it makes it harder for gunships to just come in and harass those cruisers. And in the case of the Torrent to the north, it's again kind of vulnerable to that. It has only radar and sonar, and it does have torp defense, so it does have that. None, and another one, and an oh, there's going to be a lot of those here soon. We do see aircraft carrier also coming online, again probably for AA coverage. We have Riptides inbound from Mav targeting the battleship because the Torrent is right there for whatever reason. 7,500 versus 48,000. I wonder which boat is easier to kill with Riptides. Just food for thought there. In the middle of the map, we do see SPCR moving in, not with advanced nano, but he does have advanced regen at a bare minimum, keeping his units alive, keeping himself alive even more than that. And decent shield coverage, of course. And we do see Othams get 120 hit points a second, which is, again, a ton, considering their total hit points are about 6,000. And Squealer, he's got to maybe start thinking about backing up. We do see Angels moving in northward. He does have a nice little name mod, so that way when units do get veterancy, they get different icons next to them. So that one's, I guess, is a 2-star vet one. Tabernacle pushing northward. He also has 2-star. SPCR is closing in on his 5th-star veterancy. Monkey Lord is inbound. Team 2, I don't think they see it. They don't see it. If they recognize the secondary fire from the Monkey Wood, they will know. Both of them are falling back. Oh, that Monkey Wood's going to catch up to them. Angels is going to push in and help a little bit. No intel. Oh, he's getting caught up too. Oh, he stops for a brief moment. You can't do that. Oh, no. He says, oh, no, I messed up. I stopped moving. And there he goes. First kill of the game goes to Team 1's Caliber from the surprise Monkey Lord. Come here, boy. Oh, no, there goes Tabernacle. He might be killed off here, too. And Monkey Lord's losing a lot of hit points, but no, he is not going to die before he kills off the second comp from Team 2's Tabernacle. Double kill for Team 1's Caliber. Double kill, first blood for Team 1. Drops this game to a 5v3 in Team 1's favor. We have Bricks running around for Caliber as well. He's doing a very good job of just raiding and flat out just killing stuff for Team 2. And it looks like Team 2 is now landing forces in the south, kind of again similar to what we saw in the beginning for Marxism, and the attempt that's still trying to happen for Strix, just to send one whimsy Mikey. Looks like SPCR is just a little bit annoyed about that. Cruisers are overwhelming the Team D for Team 1. Look at them all. Again, a lot of them have taken some damage. Don't know if that was from that was from artillery nearby. It takes out one of them. Looks like some Gunthers are set up here. Yep, a couple of Gunthers. Surprised the Pigeons aren't next to them, but you know, maybe just kind of a we need something online, spam it up kind of thing. Mikey Woods still hanging out over there, heavily damaged, but it did get out of there. 1-star vet, 26 kills. 2 of those were comms. So what is that? 1/13 was a comm kill. Not too bad. Monkey Wood pushing in eastward. We have 3 of those torrents right here. TMD is not strong enough to deal with that, and that position will slowly erode. We do see some... Oh, there are some broadswords inbound. That, again, is the downside with the torrents, is especially with the broadsword gunship variety. Look at how fast they eliminate 1, 2, and then I would assume 3 from Team 1. We do see cruisers coming into range now, but... Nice counter from Azuros. Oh, he's going to go for it. You might as well. You got 2 of them. It just rips apart all 3 of them very quickly. You couldn't do that with Restorers. You maybe would have been able to kill off 2 of them with Whalers. Definitely not the 3rd one, though, by the time those ASFs and other units from Team 1 arrived. But look at this cleaning out from Team 2. Pretty much everything east of that line is gone. We have the comm of Marxism just sitting there watching all this unfold. I don't think Team 2 knows he's there. Oh, no, he's there now. But he might get shot at. He's maybe trying to distract some of the missiles. Because, again, the missiles shoot at where the unit is, not where the unit is going. Artillery, it's a little bit more of where the unit is going. Again, depending on the artillery, it's a little inaccurate depending on it. Couple of Whalers up here to the north from Azuros. He has both Cybran and UEF technology, just because he has 2 bases more under his control. Actually, he has Cybran and UEF and Seraphim tech, because he has SPCR and Tabernacle's old bases. He's skyrocketed to 600 mass income, but as a reminder, Team 1 is at 1.4k mass, which means Azuros is producing over half of the mass for his team. We do see Squealer hanging out next to that Monkey Lord. That is a newly mint Monkey Lord. Did the old one get destroyed? Oh. He probably control K'd it and reclaimed it, which I don't blame him. But, oh, that was the one that killed off 2 comms. Anyway. A couple of units inbound from Team 1's Angels going after those cruisers that are still here. And They're not having fun times no more. Team 2 is pretty much taking over that southwestern corner. And a Monkey Lord from Team 2's Azura says, haha, well, you have Monkey Lords, we have Monkey Lords. We have gunships moving into intercept. We have a Megalith moving into intercept. That Megalith should be enough. The Monkey Lord goes, that's not really fun for me now. I'm going to go home now, see you, bye. And we do see some comment made by, looks like, Tabernacle saying send stuff this way. It looks like we do see this Chevy Crimson Monkey Lord is still alive for Team 1's Marxism-Leninism. He's at 161 kills at 3-star vet. Pretty much killing off everything that Mav had here on that upper plateau. Both these sections of the map are kind of just going to be dead zones, no man's land for both teams. Monkey Lord is defeated before he gets closer to friendlier territory. ASFs are a little bit too late to kill off the gunships. They are Spectre gunships specifically. And at 25 minutes on the clock, let's take a look at the game overall. Team 1 still has all 5 players left. Team 2 has lost 2 of them, being Tabernacle and SPCR, one after the other. In terms of eco, it's 1.5 to 1.2, so about a 250 mass differential in favor for Team 1. And map control, barely in favor for Team 2, I want to say. This is defunct. This is kind of defunct. There's still some presence here, but there's a Monkey Lord chicken combo situation happening over here, so we'll see. It's all favoring Team 2 slightly, but eco heavily favoring Team 1 at this point. So let me know down in the comments who you think is going to currently win this game. Of course, if you haven't at this point, because why not? Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Chicken just absolutely annihilates that Monkey Lord. Still did take a lot of damage from it, to be fair, but it's still alive, which is better than not being alive. And, of course, all of the missiles from Team 1, we have 2 here. We have 3 more there, so 5. And then another one 6, and then another one 7. Again, as a reminder, Azuros killed off 3 of them earlier, so there would have been double-digit torrents from Team 1 up there. That's a lot of torrents. That's their effective range. So they're pretty much maxed out on how far they can shoot, and now it's just a process of eliminating everything within that yellow circle. This frontline base, that's going to be gone here shortly. Yeah, there's some TMD here, which some is a decent amount, but when you have 4, 5, 6 of them firing at the same location, good luck. I applaud anybody that can keep that amount of missiles restrained long-term. Volcanoes, maybe, because they grab multiple missiles at a time, but you would want maybe a combo of volcanoes and something else. So you have the single missile targets, like the zappers and whatnot, and then the group missile targets being the volcanoes. Because again, the Cybran missile tech, they split when they're hit. This isn't Cybrans, you don't got to worry about that, but still. And Monkey Lord gets annihilated by the Megalith. We have Titans shooting at Megalith. We have some SACUs. They are the engineer preset. We don't really see these too much. They have a little bit of assistance again with engineering prowess. 98 for the build power there. Reclaiming for the Megalith, because why not? Might as well send that mass somewhere else. This is probably going to force Azuros to go for a longer ranged object, whether it's a nuke, game ender, artillery, which could be the one and the same. I was going to say he's Cybran, Cybran, Seraphim, and UEF, and he goes for that one. Again, that's not my favorite. I think it's the worst of the 4 for various reasons, but the sooner he builds it, the sooner he starts it, the sooner he builds it, the better it is. Because I think out of the 4, it is the one of the easiest to defend against. Granted, the Paragon is a different story because you kind of can't defend against it because it's a different kind of game ender. But usually when they build GCs, donuts, or salvations, usually you have a way to defend against those. Again, in the YOLO, you build enough SMDs, you protect those SMDs, you load those SMDs decently well. You don't gotta have to worry about the YOLOs. So there are avenues to deal with it, and then of course the Mavor is just a big giant overcompensator that does a lot of damage to shield at one time. So have decent chunky shielding, might be fun. Monkey Lord and Crab versus Chicken. That's only gonna go one way, realistically. I mean, if he gets closer and the Monkey Lord doesn't, oh, the Monkey Lord's going to go right for it, so maybe. Second Chicken is not looking too great. It's being chased down by those forces from Team 1, but again, Monkey Lord runs right into that Ion Storm from the Chicken's death, and at least the Chicken killed off one of those 2 experimentals at a bare minimum. 30 minutes almost on the clock. Just look at all the yellow. Look at them all. Look at all those yellow icons. There's 14 of them now. And they're still building more. They just won't stop. I like it. The only problem I have is you can't get further into Team 2's territory. Ignore that, because that's, trying to make them all nice and pretty and lined up. So eventually this will just be a mass sink. It's not worth spending all of that mass on damage that really isn't going to happen. Azuros, how's your... No, you barely started. You're at about 10% now. So my calculation's probably 36 minutes, maybe 37. If he gets more mass to his name, maybe sooner. Looks like chicken's being built there. But Team 1 is heavily focusing this northeastern side. Again, obviously with all of the missiles, it kind of leans towards that direction. Things are kind of slowing down for Team 2 over here to the southwest. Again, partially because Azuros is building that. We do see spy plane flies over top, so they will have seen that. The comm of Mav is moving down here. Don't know what he's up to. Looks like he's going to join Azuros down there. And Team 1's probably spotted that at some point. I mean, they do know it's there. Actively wise, that's a different story. Not that I want to say that anybody on your team wants to be dead. That is the one benefit of having at least one player dead on your team that's still in the game, is they can watch as the spy plane flies overhead, mark stuff. They can say, hey, there's this thing going on. Hey, there's this other thing going on. You should probably be worried about that. That kind of thing. It is nice to kind of take a little bit of the mental load off, especially with one player down or multiple players down in some instances. But look at this. I love it. I love all the missiles. I love the 1,000 of anything, kill anything. But you have to even be within range of something to kill anything. You can't kill a T3 artillery with a Selene at the corner of the map, while the Selene's at the other corner of the map. That's just not how range works. As much as you can have 1,000 Selenes packed into this little corner, you're not hitting a T3 artillery all the way up there. So you're going to have to move within range. And those missiles are just going to be paperweights soon. Fat Boy is done. Chicken is done. And Fat Boy will most likely die. If the Megalith doesn't choose to charge, which it does, the Fat Boy still has 5 bursts. 2. Oh, one more would have killed him. But he gets out of there just barely from the assistance from those other forces. Team 2, again, they're trying to do as much as they can to defend against this spam, but it's too little too late. Just deal with the losses, try to shore up defenses somewhere, and just call it a day. I mean, Azuros has already said, I'm just going to go for Scathis. Angels has now marked it. Any mass appreciated, specifically talking about the Scathis, of course. Team 1 has a nuke online, half loaded to that. We have a... Okay, so you're just going to spam up a bunch of those and go, I think I have enough. I'm just going to build that so I can build more of those, because why not? And he literally control K's everything up there around that headquarters. Built the last... How many did you actually build? Because remember, he lost 3 of them. He built over 20 of them. He built 21 at least. Because I don't know if any of them got killed off by Team 2 besides just those 3 that were sitting there from those broadswords. But look at this, just death and destruction for Team 2. Team 1, again, is taking some losses down here. It's not as bad, though. It is not the same thing. Ooh, you like cruising missiles, don't you? Says SPC. Just won't stop with the missiles. Look at them all. That Percy's like, just keep walking, just don't ignore it. Just keep walking, Look at them all. Looks like there was wall sections built here, and those are all gone now. The non-existent wall sections from Team 2's Mav. We have some bricks and some bouncers down the middle here from Team 1's Caliber. He got those 2 kills and that nice Monkey Lord destruction and went, I'm good. Just going to build a nuke. Let's call it a day. 36 out of 9,000. Wow, he's very accurate with that. Look at him. Nuke is inbound from Team 1. SMD is going to be loaded if he went for the Scathis. If he didn't go for the Scathis, he did not. Ooh. Well, that's another thing dead. Oh, no. Looks like it's going for that air grid for... Oh, that's going to hurt even more for Azuros. He's not going to have a lot of power to fuel the Scathis. He moved his engineers out of range just in case. SMD probably will be fine. That nuke's going to be glorious, though, for Team 1. Teleport already started for Marxism, and we know where he's going here soon. Kaboom! air grid is gone. Multiple mexes are offline. He needs every scrap of mass he can get. Blue, you're getting nuked. Yeah, oh wait, it was purple, but still he's going to get nuked. He just is. Team 1, 2.3. Team 2, 1.5k mass income. Nuke killed off 55,000. Already has its second location primed, ready to go. SMD is holding though, so for now it will be shot down. Tons of Corsairs tried to come say hi, and they absolutely did not work. So nice defense there from Team 2, but again, his air grid is kind of gone. He does still have a small smidgen of one in the Cybran tech, but again, focusing on the Scathus. Team 1, how's your shielding going? Well, there's nothing there. There's at least one shield there, and the Paragon is now half done for Team 1. So starting to catch up to Team 2 in that regard. Again, the Team 1 Paragon will take longer to pay off, but it can pay off. It can do that. Artillery is 33% done for Team 1's Angels. And what is Squealer doing? Looks like he's going to go for his own artillery here shortly. I got no E, says a 0. Yeah, because you lost your air grid. Yeah, that kind of tends to happen that way. How's his power doing? Ooh, not good. That's not good for him. He needs anything and everything he can get. And that GC's dead. Hey, there's some mass that he can try to go reclaim. It is just not looking good for Team 2. That double kill in, about 20 or so minutes on the clock just really set Team 2 back significantly. Their eco situation wasn't great at that point anyways, but not great now. Not as good. Not as good. Team 1, again, about 1,000 mass, and that's partially being... Actually, it's a little bit more driven by the power loss from Team 2's Azuros. And, teleport in. Kills off the Scathus immediately. It doesn't even get a chance. Doesn't even get a chance. Blue, get Loyalist as SPCR. Oh, it's GG. Yeah, that's a little unfortunate. Is he going to get out of there? I would assume so. Oh, yeah, he's going to get out of there. There is an SACU there, but not enough to be worried about. He's moving northward. Looks like he's going to hunt. No, he's going to go there. Nuke is inbound. Well, there goes Mav's base. SMD got online. Is not even half loaded. So there goes that. We have Nuke from sub. What? We have Nuke from sub, question mark. Is he talking about a Nuke sub? Oh. That's different. Well, not that different, but that's interesting. 2 almost loaded, says Azuros. SMDs are non-existent near that. That comm is sitting there. That. Oh, and that. Okay. No SMDs, 36 minutes on the clock. Oh, we're going to go over here for the nuke. Did the FAP get out of range? Yes, it did. Kaboom! There goes Mav's main base. Too bad for that SACU. We have a bug online for Team 1. That's not good for Team 2. We have artillery. Was that a missile or artillery? It looks like a missile because of how slow it's moving. That artillery. Did that Scathus get... Yes, it did. It did get restarted. He does have a backup SMD just in case. Good to see it. Where's Marxism Leninism's comm? He's up there. Those nukes got to fire in 2 different locations. They got to fire those sooner rather than later. Are they within range of both big ticket items? They don't know of the nuke here, which it is technically within range. They're sending spy planes. They're going to see that at least. They don't see the regular nuke from Team 1, though. They don't see that. How's the Paragon doing? Well, it's almost done. 36 minutes on the clock. Almost 37 minutes, and that thing's almost done. Artillery landing in on the section of air grid here. Yeah, that's not going to bode well for Azuros. Bug is chasing after that megalith. Still no nuke launch from Azuros. I mean, the longer he waits, the worse chance he has of getting stuff killed with those nukes. He needs to send them in sooner. That artillery is directly targeting him. He might as well take it out. T3 are already hitting here. Yep, that's it. So you just got to take it out. Lots of AA support here for the Soul Ripper. I do like to see that. Covers the ASF approach, but Team 2 doesn't really have ASF, so it doesn't really matter anyways. Engineers being constantly built from the naval headquarters here to the south for Azuros. Going to try to just build something to either protect it or build that thing. Paragon is almost done. The only SMD that I've seen from Team 1 are here, here, and here, so it covers this approach, which I don't think they have to be worried about that too much. It pretty much covers that approach to the Paragon, which I do like that. But it does not cover this approach, which first nuke is outbound. I would assume he's going to launch one wait to see if it lands, then fires the second one. And the comm of... Is that Amnesia? No, that's Angels isn't moving. Ooh. Second nuke is inbound. Another nuke is inbound from Team 1 and Team 2. Second nuke does get launched right on Caliber's position. Caliber's moving, and there goes Angels. Boom. There is the kill for Team 2 with the nuke. Let's try to find the 80,000 mass. Yeah, we knew that was going to happen. Second one is inbound from the nuke from Team 1's Caliber. He gets out of range of that, but it's still going to be dead. SMD is going to be built pretty much right after that, right before that nuke actually is going to be landing. And here goes the nuke. Lots of engineers going to die. Kaboom! So we had 80,000 for the first one, and then we had 100,000 for Team 2, and then the nuke lands on Strix Inquisitor's base. Kaboom! This SMD looks like it got killed off. The other one wasn't loaded in time. So 3 nukes landing almost simultaneously. So much, yes, absolutely so much pain, 100%. Looks like everything got transferred over to Caliber because somebody has a Paragon and somebody is going donut. Guess you weren't prepared for the very thing you were dishing out. You have no idea how much that bugs me. It's like, okay, you have a nuke launcher. Really easy way to counter a nuke launcher. One of the easiest ways, fire a nuke at it. SMD, done, deal, done. Would have been fine. Again, he had SMDs. They had SMDs down this way. They just didn't think to have one in either of these bases. Again, what's funny is that if there was an SMD here, the first one would have launched, got shot down, and then the second one probably would have launched and killed this off, and then he still would have been fine there with his nuke. Anyway, that's my little 5-cent rant about own SMDs. Just every SMD, just everywhere SMDs. Every base gets an SMD. If the bases are super close together, like super, super close, okay, then you can share an SMD. But far enough away, nope. Nope, you all get your SMDs. Yep, everybody gets their own. It's like Oprah getting everybody giving a car. It's the same kind of thing. Strix Inquisitor almost done with a nano upgrade. But Team 1 is just in... I don't see them realistically losing at this point unless something crazy happens. Again, I will note it is a 4v3 still in favor for Team 1. But Team 2, I mean, their eco... Even taking the Paragon out of the situation, they were losing considerably. And with the Paragon, in that equation, it's... a 3-to-1 advantage at this point for eco. Laser started for Amnesia. He has cloak. Why do you have cloaking? He's going to trade it out for teleporter, I would assume. I would hope. If he's going to use it like that. Again, Marxism, Leninism still has his, telemaser online. We have a GC right here. I mean, you have infinite mass technically, air quotes. But I don't see giving mass to your opponent isn't going to help anything. Scathis is almost in the green. We do see a little bit more shielding. We have more AA being built in case of the 2 bugs that are sitting on the ground there. We have a chicken this way, 2 fatties this way, and 3 experimentals this way. That megalith is cooked. And there's more forces inbound. We have actually a decent amount of bricks up here as well. And he's going donuts, which is fun. I like seeing 1,001 donuts, to be honest. I like donuts. Again, I don't think a fritter, and like an apple fritter, for example, is a donut. It is same kind of thing, but it's not the same kind of thing. If that made any sense? It's like same, but different kind of thing. And it's like a maple bar is my favorite, of course. I'm a sucker for original glaze from Krispy Kreme. For those of you who had those, just right off the assembly line, we're just, delicious. So delicious. Anyway. So good. We have 3 bugs. 2 bugs, 3 donuts. They're infesting the donuts. Another bug, maybe? Yep, another bug soon here for Team 1's Marxism. He has another crab. Looks like actually, no, that's Amnesia's crab. And the momentum, again, it's partially driven by the fact that Team 1 wants like one big finish, and they're just building a whole bunch of stuff. Team 2 has some time to prep. I mean, we have some AA down here in the cruiser range technology. I thought that was an explosion of some comms, but no, that's just a tiny little settled landmass right there. What is blowing up? It's SICUs, I would imagine, but I don't know. Oh, down here. Okay, I was like, where are they? But They're down there. Team 1, how are your defenses going? Tons of PD being built. Tons of shielding being built. Love to see it. Scathis should be online. Team 1, are you aware of it because of an eye? You are not. So they actually don't even know that Scathis is being rebuilt. They just see all this stuff down there. Scathis is now online. More tower defense, says Mav. 1,000% agree with that. The 2 nuke subs are far and away removed from everything else, at least from Azuros specifically. 3 donuts, 2 bugs. I mean, it's not bad. The AA from the cruisers is going to do a lot of work, at least to 1 or 2 of the donuts. But by the time they get close to this or this, it's probably not going to matter. We do see spy planes will have obviously spotted. Yep, there it is. They've spotted that. Artillery says caliber. What? Artillery says caliber. I don't know what that's about. Building all and everything of the megawatts for amnesia. And Scathis shots are inbound for something. I don't know what they're inbound for. What are they firing at? I don't know what they're shooting at. I mean, Mex is for Squealer, but again, the Paragon is the problem. I don't even think Team 2 has no idea. Team 2 has no idea. Maybe they have an assumption, but they have no idea that Paragon's online. There's been no scouting up there. Team 1 has essentially locked off scouting for a huge portion of the map. You can see the line of AA actually right there. Here comes 2 bugs inbound. Well, you know the target. One of them is not even going to make it to the target. The other one, not really going to do that much work after the fact. It's bug is going to crash right on top of the Scathis, kill off some engineers, kills off actually a chunk of engineers, and does some damage to the Scathis itself, but it's perfectly fine. Another donut. Did any of them die at this point? No, that one was already heavily damaged. That one's heavily. These 2 are heavily damaged. They're kind of subbing out for these 2. And Strix is underneath the donut. Definitely not a good place to be sitting. And we have AA being built right on that cliff edge there. And there goes the first of the 4 donuts. Tons of cruiser spam inbound from Azuros. It's going to help a little bit. This shield, 2 of the shields actually aren't even back online yet. So those 2 don't. Oh, one of them might be saved by the shield coming back online. It does get saved. Look at that. The second one, maybe, but it's heavily damaged. Shield is working on it, but there's nothing within range for Team 2, so it's not really going to do anything. Spy planes, air SF are just sitting there getting shot up by AA. Team 1, are you building another something somewhere? Are you building a second Paragon? Please tell me you're building a second Paragon. That's like literally the first rule. Hey, the air grid's dead. Oh, there it is. I was wondering if they're going to build a second one somewhere. They have to. That's like the first rule of building a Paragon. Hey, the second donut died. And the shielding on the third one is already half destroyed or knocked offline, so that's never fun for that donut. It's not honestly going to get a lot of work done, to be honest. It's going to go for the T3 Naval Headquarters, which they should have gone for ages ago. But the AA for Team 2's Azuros is pretty overwhelming. So, yeah, those donuts aren't going anywhere. And again, as a reminder, Mav is down there. We have another donut inbound. Its shield is already half depleted at this point. 2 more donuts are inbound. We have emissary fire inbound from Squealer. And it's focusing on the one target. It definitely needs to target. There goes another donut and then another donut. It's going to kill off some mexes, which is, I guess, great for Team 1. But the mass from the donuts is going to be more than enough to recover from it. You can see those torrents are really trying to get as much work done. That is an obscene amount of beacons and torrents right on top of one another. 2 bugs inbound. Another donut is dead. SMD does get missed, so that's nice for Team 2. Pinging going down for the SMD. That does not get destroyed. They're going to kill off all of the mexes via crash damage from a bug. A donut / a bug. Bugs targeting AA, as they should. More megawatts are inbound. Again, Team 1 will probably win the game either via land or via air, and I don't think they're going to win air at this point. And it looks like Scathos Fire, it kills off an SMD. Amnesia from here, it looks like you just too much mass. Teleporter's done for Caliber. He did switch out for the teleporter. We're going to see a double telemazer combo in for that thing. Azuros is there. Definitely not a good place to be. Get back in the pond. Team 1 telemazer's in. It's going to be a death of somebody at a bare minimum. The two nuke subs are still alive. I think that's the strategy, is maybe knock out the SMDs. He's getting out of range. That's definitely smart. Does Team 2... They are aware of that? He just straight up control Ks. Never mind. He says, good luck. And says, I'm done. I built my Scathus. I built a ton of AA. And says, have at thee, essentially. Jeez. It's now a 4v2. It's 2-1 advantage in favor for Team 1. We have 2 megawatts and the third one inbound. 2 bugs. A bunch of dead donuts. We have... That would be honestly kind of anticlimactic if Caliber were to kill off the Scathus with missiles. There's no Team D anywhere. I heard another explosion. Looks like another SACU died somewhere. And Team 1, second Paragon? Nope, not yet. Lots of shielding for that first one, though. Love to see that. And 2 SMDs. I don't like that they're right next to one another, but there's still 2 SMDs. Backup one. Love to see that at a bare minimum. 47 minutes in climbing. I mean, this has been Team 1's match for a while now. I mean, I don't really know what Team 2 can do. Teleporter started for Mav. That'll be interesting. I don't know where he's going to go with that. Oh, no, the Scathus is dead. Oh, looks like the artillery took it out. That's unfortunate for Team 2. I missed that. My apologies. Oh, yeah, there's multiple artillery plasma ball things inbound. Oh, yeah, that was... Yeah, there goes that. So Team 2 pretty much just does not have anything left in the tank at this point. I don't know what else Team 1 realistically needs to do at this point, besides find the 2 remaining commanders. That's that missile snipe attempt thing isn't really going to work out because the thing isn't even there anymore. We have another dead donut. And they found Strix. They're going to run right over. Oh, they found him again. Oh, and they missed him again. Oh, artillery's going to hit right next to him. One more shot's going to kill him. And I pulled that way too far fast. Did not mean to go plus 10 speed. SMD is down. Oh, he's almost dead. That nano stabilized. You hadn't been scouted in like forever. Yeah, see, that didn't help. So this is what Team 2 can see on Team 1's side of the map. They finally see stuff given the satellite that Mav just built. Way late, though, because look at all that shielding. It's not even going to matter, and it's being assisted even on top of that. So, no, is what Team 1 is saying. Absolutely not. And it's not really going well. Oh, look, here's Caliber hanging out. He doesn't have cloaking. He has laser. Is he seriously chasing down Strix? Can we recall, says Strix? No, that's it. I'm switching sides, says Mav. And I don't know how you would do that, but okay. Strix is here. He's not being shot at by the... Oh, no, now he is now. And one more. There he goes. There goes Strix. And then Mav is down there. Looks like he's going to teleport into Team 1's base. He does have a Billy Nuke. That would be interesting. Nuke is going to land right... Let's get him, guys, says Mav. Are they nuking? Oh, he's... Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! There goes a kill at the last portion of the game. And looks like he's going to control K himself, technically, with the nuke. Guys, I got him. Intentional. There goes the very explosive way to end the game. He gets it. He gets a control K, of course. Team 1 wins the game, 50-plus-ish minutes on the clock. I mean, that's it. Looks like somebody control K'd right there. Looks like that was Squealer, because why not? I mean, it honestly partially came down to that double kill in the beginning-ish middle of the game right there. I mean, having 2 players down at that point, having tons of just mass denial up here to the north. I mean, that 2-bit combination pretty much prevented Team 2 from sending ASFs with spy planes that way, seeing what Team 1 was up to there. Azuros went for Scathis. It got denied. And then he went for it again, but by that time the Paragon was pretty much done, and it was just kind of just a ball rolling effect down the hill, snowball kind of thing. I mean, MVP, I honestly got to give it, I think, to that double kill for Caliber. That set things up very well for Team 1, and then Team 1 just sat back and built Paragon and called it a day. So, you know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, but if it does break, do fix it. So thanks so much for watching the very end of the video as always, and I will see all of you in the next one.